Talk to us about a business-like victory, just taking care of what needs to be done. It seemed like Kyle really set the tone with those 12 first-half assists and no turnovers. Was this sort of just guys getting together, doing what needed to be done?
It was quintessential quarterback play by Kyle tonight. Really setting the table up for everybody offensively. And in the first half, pretty much everybody that was in the rotation got in a good offensive groove. This was a little bit of a unique game. Chicago's going through a bunch of their protocol issues, and obviously getting the news about Caleb right before the game was a little bit strange. And we just had to focus on the task at hand. And I really like the competitiveness and how the guys helped each other offensively. Dwayne was really good as well, being big around the basket, finishing, and communicating the way he always does.
So I think after the Memphis game, I asked you why the PJ at center lineups weren't working well defensively to that point. Now 2 games later, what is working so well defensively with that group?
Yeah, like who's the 5? Is it PJ or is it KZ? It just depends on what kind of defensive versatility you can put around him. And if you can accomplish that, then it unlocks quite a bit with PJ. He can do a lot of things defensively. And he blows up actions constantly because of his IQ, his physicality. He's always 1 or 2 or 3 steps ahead of the play. KZ helped in that regard the last 2 games.
I know you've talked about Duncan and just keep shooting. A couple times today, hard closeouts, and he made the extra dribble.
Yeah.
And got inside the paint. How much have you impressed upon him to counter?
He has. The hardest thing in this, not the hardest thing. There's a lot of difficult things in this association, but the noise, the narratives, it can get so loud, it can just get you off task. And Duncan actually has been playing well for a while. And has really been creating a lot of good things for us offensively. The shame of it is he only gets evaluated by how many threes he hits. And that's a hard thing for everybody to manage. But he's been plugging away and really putting together productive plays. And it's cutting, it's putting the ball on the floor, it's creating actions when they trap him off catch and shoots or pick and rolls, and he's really improved as a passer. Tonight he was able to break free and knock down some threes, so probably everybody thinks that he's he had a great game, but he's actually put together some good games recently, and he just has to stay the course. Listen to the people that are talking to him in the locker room, which he does, and continue to help our team, in a positive way, and he's been able to do that.
Eric, Billy's been on pins and needles, I guess, for over a week now, ever since tomorrow. Now it's your testing tonight, testing tomorrow. What's it like?
It is. It's just they continue to be strange and unique and extraordinary times right now. We have to persevere. We're going through it, but I read a comment about what Billy said. He said we have a bunch of people in Chicago that are sitting there asymptomatic. And I think we all have to figure this out right now. Are players missing games because they're symptomatic? Are they asymptomatic? Has everybody gotten their shots and their boosters? Why would they be held out extensively longer than if they had the flu? I think there's a contradiction there. And if you just go hunting for and add more testing and try to find things, you probably will. I'm not going to go on a rant right now, but I can probably see Billy's frustration, with this, and I don't know where this is going to go. It will require all of us to be vigilant and continue to adapt to things that are not, how we would hope they would be.
To that end, I mean, do you have any trepidation even playing a game like this, considering that you guys went through it last year with Boston and
No,
Washington?
I have no, I did not have any trepidation about it. We went through the testing. We've all been vaccinated. We've all gotten our boosters. All the examples of people that have gotten it, the symptoms seem to be extremely minor. And so we'll just have to see where this goes from here. This is different than where it was last year. And I think we'll all just have to work together and adapt and figure out what the best course of action will be going forward. But having asymptomatic players sitting out, I don't know if that's the answer. Or for losing extended periods of time, 2 weeks or 10 days, without any kind of recourse to that.
To that end, did you text or talk to Caleb and
I
how's he
FaceTimed
feeling?
him. He was frustrated. Come on, the guy came off of the best game of his career as a professional athlete. He was preparing for this game to play, and he felt like he could play. I understand his frustration. I feel for him. These are extraordinary times. These are not like normal times from 2 years ago. So I understand both sides of it. It is tough. There's not like easy decisions by the league, by us, by the Players Association. These are tough decisions. We just have to continue to try to be vigilant as much as possible, be responsible, do what we can do, and then see if this can, take a different course than necessarily last year.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.